it's me, PomPom. I have a super fun story to tell you, something that happened when I went on the wildest, sweetest adventure ever. It all started one afternoon when I was out for a walk and spotted a big, shiny candy machine. It was tall and colorful, with buttons that looked like gumdrops. I couldn't resist. I walked up, pressed the biggest red button, and then whoosh! Everything started spinning. Swirls of sparkly light flew around me. And before I knew it, bam, I shrank. Really shrank. I looked down at my tiny feet and squeaked. I'm small. I'm tiny. And then I looked up and my jaw dropped. The world had changed completely. There were trees made of candy canes, hills of jelly beans, and clouds that looked like cotton candy. I have landed in the gigantic sweets world. I took a deep breath that smelled like chocolate and strawberries, and I started walking. Well, more like bouncing. Everything around me was huge and delicious. I turned a corner and saw a marshmallow mountain that reached the sky. I giggled. Is this even real? As I walked, I suddenly noticed something big and squishy bouncing my way. At first, I got scared, but then I saw it was just a friendly gummy bear giant size, of course. It gave me a wave and smiled. I waved back and asked, how do I get home? That's where I saw it, a glowing candy map made of licorice. It floated in the air and showed a sparkling trail leading all the way to the top of something called Sugar Top Mountain. And there, shining bright, was the Lollipop Portal that had to be my way home. So off I went, determined to reach that portal. First, I hopped onto a cotton candy cloud. It carried me gently through the air. I was flying. The pink fluff was sticky and sweet, and I had to stop myself from taking a bite. Then, I almost slipped into a chocolate river. The smell was amazing, but the edge was wobbly and gooey. I tiptoed past it, careful not to fall in. This place is yummy and tricky. After that, I had to climb a candy corn cliff. Each piece crunched under my feet as I climbed higher and higher. I was so tempted to snack, but I knew I had to stay focused if I wanted to get home. But just when I thought I was doing great rumble, a giant pink donut came rolling down the hill straight at me. I shouted, "Donut incoming," and leapt out of the way just in time. Phew! I landed near a bridge made of ice cream scooped strawberry, vanilla, mint, chocolate. It looked delicious, but it was melting fast. I dashed across it before it turned into a puddle. Then I found myself in the coziest little village, tiny cupcake houses with frosting roofs. The cupcake folks waved at me from their windows. I waved back and kept going. I was getting close. The next part was hard. I had to follow a path made of jelly beans. They were bright and bouncy and made me want to dance. But I kept moving, one hop at a time. Soon, I entered a licorice maze. The black and red ropes twisted in every direction. I turned left, then right, then boops. I was back where I started. I spun in circles, unsure which way to go, but just then sparkles floated in front of me. Tiny glowing sugar sprites appeared, twirling in the air. They pointed the way out. I followed the sparkles, laughing and twirling with them. Thank you, sweet little stars! When I finally stepped out of the maze, I saw a Gumdrop Mountain. It was tall, colorful, and bouncy. I climbed with all my might, stepping on jelly orange, lemon yellow, and berry purple gumdrops. And there it was, the Lollipop Portal. It spun in the air like a rainbow tornado, with the door right in the center. I could feel it. This was the way home. I ran toward it, my heart thumping like a drum. Just before I jumped in, I looked back at the sweets world. It had been so magical. I whispered, "Goodbye, candy friends, I'll never forget you." Then zoom, I flew through the swirling colors, spinning, laughing, laughing, shouting, "Wee-ee!" when I landed. Everything was still. I was back in my room. My size was normal again. The candy machine was gone. I blinked. Was that real? Or just a dream? Then I felt something in my pocket. I reached in and pulled out a jelly bean. I smiled the biggest smile and said, "Nope, that was definitely real." And now, friends, let's learn the sweetest words I picked up along the way. The first word is candy, C-A-N-D-Y. The second one is ice cream. That's the chili, creamy one. And the third word is cupcake. Tiny cake, big yum. Let's say them together. Candy, ice cream, cupcake, awesome job. Now it's your turn. Draw your favorite sweet and show it to someone you love. You can even dance your favorite move, candy twist, ice cream slide, cupcake hop. That's it for today's story. Friends, I hope you had the sweetest time ever. See you next time for another big adventure.